Hello and welcome to your 60-minute hips and hamstrings flow. My name is Adriana Lee with Solstice Yoga, and I'll be guiding you through an hour-long practice. We'll be doing a standing series with the peak of head to ankle. So the props that you'll need for today's practice, or probably want for today's practice, are 2 blocks, maybe a strap, and a blanket if your knees are sensitive. So once you've got your props together, put on your favorite music, and let's get started. We'll begin today's practice in just a comfortable cross-legged seat. You can find Sukhasana with the ankles just right in front of each other, and then allow your palms to rest facing down on your knees for grounding, and close your eyes. Take a deep breath into your lower back. And as you exhale, feel your sit bones settle into the mat. Inhale this time, spreading the breath from the low back all the way up into the upper back. Exhale, soften your shoulder blades down away from your ears. As you breathe here, feel for creating a long spine and lifting up one rib on top of the next, getting as tall as you possibly can. Experiment with breathing in a fuller breath with each and every inhale. And notice the way that all this fresh oxygen begins to energize you and focus you for your practice. Our intent for today's practice is to get unstuck. The hips are often considered the junk drawer of the body, holding emotions, memories, stuck energy, and whatever else your body might be carrying. So in today's practice, we'll use the breath as well as our standing series and our poses to unclog and clear out that junk drawer. Take a few more deep breaths. Spreading the breath low into your hips. Get curious about what you have in that junk drawer. Random old notes, to-do list that never got completed, the grocery list you forgot from last week, maybe some emotions, maybe some tension. A weird old chapstick that got melted the wrong way once. Now, as you breathe into your hips, begin to stir the hips around. So you can start by rocking forward and back or side to side. Eventually, though, begin to make big circles in your hips. You can leave your eyes closed for this and bring your internal gaze into the pelvic floor. As you inhale, feel the pelvic floor expand. And as you exhale, gently hug the muscles of the pelvic floor in and up. Inhale, breath moves down, diaphragm expands down into pelvic floor. Exhale, find that gentle contraction, a little bit of a squeeze. And eventually settle your way back to center. Take a deep inhale, spread your arms out and up towards the ceiling, maybe even gaze up. And as you exhale, lower your hands down towards your heart. Close your eyes once again if you'd like, and choose right now, by setting an intention or by just making a commitment to yourself, to stay present. Release your arms down and extend your right leg out to the right. Left foot comes in towards right inner thigh. Half straddle with neck release. Place your right hand down inside or outside of the leg. Reach out through left fingertips and ease your right ear down to right shoulder. Drop your chin a little bit forward and then roll it back, feeling for that perfect angle for the left side of the neck. And once you find that spot, stay there. Inhale into your collarbones. Exhale, glide your shoulder blades down your back. Inhale, press into your right palm, telescope your ribs up, get tall. Exhale, relax your jaw. Feel for creating the kind of ease that you deserve in the side of your neck. Look down slightly and sweep your left arm overhead, moving into a side bend. If you need to adjust the right hand further or closer in, make that adjustment. Wrap your left shoulder. Inhale, telescope your ribs up, opening your chest towards the ceiling. Exhale, glide the right shoulder blade down away from your ear. Inhale, wash your breath through the left side ribs. Exhale, reach through left fingertips, creating even more length and space through the left side body. Your eye gaze could be down if that's more comfortable on your neck, or if you'd like to gaze up, go for it. Psychologically, there's something about looking all the way up with your whole head. It actually increases happiness. So as long as it doesn't bother your neck, that's totally okay to do that throughout today's practice. Now release your left arm down, rise up, and we'll take a little twist towards your knee. So right hand comes to the left knee, left fingertips ground behind your back. Inhale, sit up tall. And exhale, draw belly in, begin to twist. Inhale, lift up through both sides of your waist. Exhale, hug belly to spine and twist. Feel for maintaining length as you gently twist. Begin to unwind. Now stack your left knee on top of the right, coming into half Gomukhasana. If this is not happening for you today, you can always just ground the foot down instead, or stay in more of a Janu Shasana shape. From here, inhale, telescope your ribs up, and exhale, begin to fold. Walk your hands out in front of you. Wherever they land is perfect, and drop your chin down towards your chest. Inhale, use your fingertips to grip the mat, lengthen your rib cage forward. Exhale, soften shoulder blades down away from your ears, chin to chest. Feel for stretching out the back of the right leg without creating any strain in your lower back or hips. Walk yourself all the way back up and change sides. Uncross the left leg, extend left leg out, fold right foot in towards left inner thigh. Set your left hand down wherever's comfortable. Reach right fingertips out, hovering them away from the ground, and drop left ear to left shoulder. Inhale, press into your left palm. Telescope ribs up. Exhale, ease shoulder blades down your back. Inhale, wash breath through your collarbone all the way up into the side of your neck. Exhale, soften your jaw. Feel for breathing in the kind of energy that you deserve. Deserve is such an interesting word, because we don't always really truly believe that we deserve the best. So take a moment now to clear away any stuck energy or any old patterns or old beliefs that stop you from claiming what you truly deserve, which really is the best. Side bend. Sweep right arm overhead. Adjust your neck until you're comfortable, and if you need to adjust left fingertips, go for it. Press down through the left palm. Inhale, telescope and open your rib cage towards the ceiling. Exhale, contract your left side body, opening up the right side even more. Inhale into all the little spaces between the ribs on your right side. Exhale, glide left shoulder blade down, reach through right fingertips. Feel for inviting in abundance through your breath. Release your right arm down, rise back up, and take a twist over to your right. Left hand onto your knee, right fingertips behind you. Inhale, lift up through all sides of the ribs. Exhale, hug belly to spine and twist. Inhale, wash the breath through your rib cage, front, back, and side ribs. Exhale, lengthen your tailbone down. Find a little bit more length and space and twist. In order to claim the abundance and all the beauty that we truly deserve, we have to first clear out that junk drawer. And twist can help us to do that by wringing out anything that's no longer serving us. So with each exhale, visualize your oxygen, or the carbon monoxide, visualize the breath as it leaves your body, releasing some stuck energy. So maybe you visualize it as smoke or whatever comes to mind. Unwind out of that. Cross the right knee on top of the left knee, half Gomukhasana, or modify as needed. Inhale, elongate your spine. Exhale, pull belly to spine as you fold, walk the fingertips forward. Inhale, fingertips grip the mat, drag your rib cage forward, almost like you're doing a cobra. Exhale, draw belly in towards the spine to protect your lower back, and at the same time, push down through the left heel, activating the back of the left leg. Feel for that balance between strength and stretch in the back of the left leg. Walk yourself all the way back up. All right, and lie down on your back for abdominals. You will need either a block to place between your thighs or a rolled up blanket, whatever's more comfortable for you. So just make sure that you have that within arm's reach, and then lie down onto your back. Elbow to knee. Lift your knees over your hips, clasp your hands together behind your head. Inhale, curl your head and shoulders up. Pause breath, press low back down. Exhale, twist elbows towards left knee, extend your right leg forward, pushing into the ball of the right foot, draw low belly down. Inhale, bend both knees, lift your chest and shoulders straight up, relax your neck. Pause breath, ground your low back down into the mat. Exhale, twist elbows to right knee, reach your left leg forward, press into the ball of the left foot, pull low belly down. Inhale, head and shoulders up, both knees bend. Pause breath, ground the top rim of the sacrum down into the mat. Exhale, twist elbows towards the left knee, extend your right leg forward, pull low belly down, lift both shoulder blades up off the mat. Inhale, back to the start position, lift your chest and shoulders up. Pause breath, press low back down. Exhale, twist elbows towards the right knee, reach left leg forward, hug the left sit bone to tailbone, pull low belly down. One more round each side. Inhale, bend both knees, lift chest and shoulders high. Pause breath, press low back down. Exhale, twist elbows to the left, reach right leg forward, squeeze right sit bone to tailbone, pull low belly down. Inhale, bend both knees, lift chest and shoulders high. Pause breath, press low back down. Exhale, twist elbows over to the right, reach left leg forward, pull low belly down. Inhale, bend both knees, return to center. Set your head down, set your feet down, and take a breath. Now we'll move into straddle lifting through. If straddle lifting through is too intense for you today, feel free to do frog lifting through instead. The cues are the exact same, but your legs are in a frog shape, knees bent, instead of extended out to the sides. So if you're taking frog, go ahead and set up your frog legs. If not, you can reach your legs straight up into the air, then open them out to the sides. Begin with your feet flexed. Clasp hands behind head. Inhale, lift your chest and shoulders up. Exhale, curl pubic bone towards the navel, press low back down, and externally rotate your thighs, point the toes down. Inhale, lift chest and shoulders high, relax pelvis. Come out of that rotation. Exhale, curl pubic bone towards navel, reach your thighs out, push into the balls of your feet this time, pull low belly down. Inhale, relax pelvis, lift chest and shoulders high. Exhale, curl pubic bone towards navel, draw low belly down, push into the balls of your feet. Inhale, relax pelvis, flex the feet this time. Exhale, curl pubic bone towards navel, externally rotate the thigh bones, reaching out through the heels, pull low belly down. One more like that. Inhale, come back to neutral, lift chest and shoulders high. Exhale, curl pubic bone to navel, externally rotate thighs, reach through heels, pull low belly down. Inhale, release that rotation, set your head down, place your hands to the outsides of the thighs, and draw the knees back together. Release your feet down onto the mat, setting up now for bridge pose. Relax your arms by your sides, take a breath in to prepare. And as you exhale, curl up through the tailbone first, then low back lifts, mid back, and upper back. Walk your feet in one step, press down through the left foot, reach your right leg up towards the ceiling, and press into the ball of the right foot as though you were pushing on a gas pedal. If you find yourself pushing down through your elbows or your shoulders, avoid that by reaching your arms up, or you can place a block underneath your sacrum. Take a full breath in. Exhale, press down through the left heel, energetically drag the heel back, lighting up your hamstrings. Inhale into your hips. Exhale, press down through the heel, spread your toes into the mat and up towards the ceiling. Release your right foot down, lift back up into bridge, take an inhale, and as you exhale, extend left leg all the way up, pressing into the ball of the foot. Inhale into hips. Exhale, press down through the right heel, energetically pull back until your hamstrings turn on. Inhale into your shoulders this time. Exhale, spread through the toes and soften shoulders into the mat. Release left foot down to meet right. Take one more inhale, lift your hips as high as you comfortably can. And as you exhale, tuck tailbone under, lower down upper back, then roll down mid back, and roll down low back. Let your knees windshield wiper side to side for just a moment to release. Gate opener. Grab your block and place it between your thighs, right at the pubic bone. Extend your legs straight up into the air. Clasp hands behind head. Inhale, lift your chest and shoulders up. Pause breath. Press your low back down. Internally rotate your thighs to squeeze the block. Place right hand on block. Exhale, open your legs out into a straddle. Reach through thighs, pull low belly down. Inhale, reach your legs back up, both hands behind head. Pause breath. Press low back down. Squeeze the block. Left hand onto the block. Flex feet. Exhale, open your legs out into a straddle. Externally rotate your thighs so big toes point down towards the ground. Pull low belly down. Inhale, both legs back up. Push into the balls of the feet, hands behind head. Pause breath. Press low back down. Squeeze block. Right hand onto the block. Exhale, open legs out into straddle. Pull low belly down. Press into the balls of your feet. Inhale, both legs back up, hands behind head. Pause breath, press low back down, squeeze block, left hand onto block, flex feet. Exhale, open legs out into straddle. Externally rotate, pull low belly down. Inhale, legs up, press into the balls of the feet, hands behind head. Pause breath, press top rim of the sacrum down, hug the block, right hand on block. Exhale, open legs out into straddle, push into the balls of the feet, pull low belly down. Last one, inhale, legs up, both hands behind head, lift your shoulders even higher, flex feet. Pause breath, ground, top rim of the sacrum down, squeeze block, left hand on block, exhale, open legs out. Externally rotate, reach through the heels, pull low belly down. Inhale, legs up, set your head down, set your feet down, remove your block. Then roll over onto your side, move the block out of your way, and we'll set up for a cat-cow. Come into tabletop, hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Inhale, drop your belly towards the mat, reach your heart forward, gaze up. Exhale, round spine, tuck your chin. Inhale, drop the belly, squeeze shoulder blades, squeeze mid-back, squeeze even the low back, heart forward, look up. Exhale, push into the tops of the feet, tuck tailbone under, draw belly in. One more round on your own. Inhale, come back to a neutral tabletop. Walk your right leg straight back behind you into a calf stretch. Press back through the ball, or the heel rather, of the foot. Then come back through center, lift the right leg up to the height of your hip, extend left arm forward, breathe in. Exhale, contract and curl elbow to knee. Inhale, reach forward, press back, lift out of the shoulder and hip joints. Exhale, squeeze in, elbow to knee. One more round just like that. Inhale, reach. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, find length one last time. Now set your left hand down, open your right leg straight out to the right. Flex the foot, then set your right foot down on the ground. Press into the outer edge of your right foot. Curl the left toes under and sit back into a modified child's pose. Breathe in. Exhale, soften your forehead towards the mat. One last breath. Slide your hands back under your shoulders. Shoulders stack over the wrists. Lift the right leg up, extend it back, and release your right knee down. Other side. Extend the left leg back into a calf stretch first. Press back into your heel. Full inhale. Exhale, press back. Stack your shoulders back over your wrists. Lift the left leg to the height of the hip. Extend right arm forward. Inhale. Exhale, contract in and squeeze. Inhale, reach forward, kick back, lift out of the shoulder and hip joint. Exhale, squeeze. One more. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, reach everything out one last time. Exhale, right hand down. Swing the left leg out to the left. Foot is flexed. Lower your foot down. Tuck the right toes under and push back into that modified child's pose, for lack of a better name. So ideally, you should be feeling this in left hamstrings, maybe left inner thigh and groin, as well as the right Achilles or possibly the right toes. Rise all the way back up, hands back under shoulders, lift the left leg up, extend it back. This time, lower the left toes down, right foot comes back to meet it into plank, then lift hips up and back. Full breath in, and slow breath out. Walk your feet to the top of the mat. Inhale, half forward fold, hands to shins, elongate the spine. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, half forward fold, elongate. Collarbones spread, exhale, fold. One last time, inhale, hands to shins, lengthen out your spine. Find a micro bend in the knees and hug belly to spine. Exhale, fold, even deeper this time, maybe connecting belly to thighs. And inhale, reverse swan, press into your feet, rise all the way up to standing, reach up, look up. Exhale, hands down to your heart. Remind yourself of that intention, clearing out the junk in order to claim the life that you really deserve. Inhale, sweep your arms out and up, maybe gaze up. Exhale, swan dive forward. Half forward fold, inhale. Exhale, ground the palm, step back into plank. And just for this first round, set your knees down first, then lower chest and belly down at the same time. Widen your arms for cobra. Inhale, pull your ribs forward and up. Exhale, drag your ribs forward and down. Hands back under shoulders, press up onto your knees, then come back, downward facing dog. Tuck toes, lift hips up and back. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, settle your heart down towards your thighs while pushing down through the fingertips. Last inhale. Exhale all the air out. On no breath, walk or lightly hop your feet to the top of the mat. Inhale, half forward fold, hands to shins, or if you feel ready, hands to the mat. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, reverse swan, rise all the way up, reach up. Exhale, hands down to heart. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, elongate your spine, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, chaturanga, step back to plank. Option 2, lower the knees first, then come all the way to the belly, or take full chaturanga into up dog. Inhale, into your back bend, either cobra or up dog. Exhale, pull ribs forward and down, or come into down dog if you were just an up dog. And either way, we all meet back in downward facing dog. Take a slow inhale. And as you exhale, hug your belly to spine. One more full breath in, this time breathe into your hips. Exhale all the air out. And on no breath, either walk or lightly hop to the top of the mat. Inhale, half forward fold, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana, fold forward. Inhale, reverse swan dive, rise all the way up to standing, sweep up. Exhale, Tadasana Namaskar, hands to the heart. One more round, inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, Ardha, elongate the spine. Exhale, chaturanga, ground the palms, either step or maybe jump back, and then lower halfway or come all the way to the belly. Inhale, either up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. On no breath, travel forward, either walk or hop. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Exhale, hands down to your heart. And place your hands on your hips and step your right leg back into head to ankle prep. Set up with legs in warrior two, then release your hands down directly beneath your hips. Feel for lifting the right hip point just as high as the left. You can either stay here or move on to stage two by walking your hands back behind you, maybe easing the crown of the head a little closer to the ground. Or stage three, you can place your right hand beside the right foot, left hand onto left thigh close to the hip crease with fingers pointing towards the knee, or right hand on a block if that feels a little too far away. Inhale into the left hip crease. Exhale, lift your belly away from your thigh. Inhale, expand your breath into your upper back. Exhale, contract your right side body to open the left side a little more. Feel for creating some juicy space in the left hip. Release both hands down to the ground and walk them to the front of the mat, lounge lunge. Release right knee down and heel toe your left foot out to the side slightly. Walk your right hand forward of your shoulder and hug left forearm around left thigh. Sink your hips forward, then ease right ribs down towards the ground. You can find a comfortable spot for your neck, either by dropping chin to chest or ear to shoulder. Inhale into your right hip flexors. Exhale, drop your right ribs down, creating even more space through the right side body. Inhale into the right side ribs. Exhale, hug your belly in slightly, maybe backing out of the pose a little or going deeper depending on what your body needs. Feel for asking yourself what you truly need here rather than just going deeper for the sake of depth. Pigeon. Let your hips come back, hands onto the mat, then walk left foot across into pigeon. Take a moment to set up your hips in the shape, and if there's any space between your left sit bone and the ground, grab something to prop that sit bone up with, so either a block or maybe just the corner of a blanket. Inhale, lift your ribs up, and as you exhale, fold forward, releasing your forearms down onto the mat. Let your head rest wherever's comfortable for you. Inhale into your hips. Exhale, reach your thigh bones in opposite directions. Inhale into low back and into low belly. Exhale, relax your jaw and your neck. Feel for compartmentalizing your hips and your neck. So rather than feeling the tension in your hip move into your neck, instead insist on relaxing your neck so that even if there's a little tension in your hips, it doesn't have to connect. Usually the hips and the neck mirror each other, so whenever there's tension in one spot, it tends to show up in the other. Lift your chest, walk yourself up out of pigeon. Tuck the back toes under and slide your knee in slightly, then step your left foot down onto the ground. Hop the back foot in a little closer, setting up easy twisting warrior. Right hand will come onto just outside of the mat or onto a block. Hook your left thumb into the hip crease to help keep your hips level, then twist your chest open to the left. You can stay on the right toes, or if you feel comfortable enough to keep your hips squared with the heel down, go ahead and find a full warrior leg shape. Then reach left arm up. Inhale, lengthen your right ribs away from your hip. Exhale, pull belly to spine and twist your heart open. Inhale into your shoulder blades. Exhale, squeeze your shoulder blades down your back, opening up your heart a little more. Feel for using this twist to get curious about where you might be holding that extra energy, those old memories or old patterns that you don't need in your body. Set your left hand onto your thigh. Square your chest towards the mat first, then place your right hand on your thigh and rise all the way up into warrior legs. You're more than welcome to stay in crescent shape here. Twisting warrior. Hook your right elbow outside of your left thigh. Make a fist with the right hand and stack the left hand on top. Inhale, telescope your ribs. Exhale, hug belly to spine and twist. Inhale into your right hip flexor. Exhale, hug your belly in a little closer and maybe push into the right toes or right heel a little more. Feel for staying active through the right leg and using that activity to help you twist deeper. Unwind out of that. Now from here, warrior one quad opener. Come up onto your toes if you're not already there. Bend your knee deeply, then tuck the pelvis under until you feel some things happening in the right quads. Reach your arms up. Inhale into your pelvic floor. Exhale, press through both feet, maybe sink the right knee a centimeter lower. Inhale into your left glute. Exhale, relax your shoulders. Feel for sending breath into the areas of the body that need it the most right now. Release your arms down, hop your back foot in, pyramid pose. Take a moment to level out your pelvis. If you'd like to grab your blocks, go ahead and grab them. Inhale, reach your chest forward, start to tilt your hips forward, and exhale, fold. You can place your hands onto the thigh to come into a quad opener, to come into a back release variation, or lower hands onto blocks, or all the way down onto the ground. Inhale into your shoulders. Exhale, relax your shoulders, neck, and jaw. Inhale into pelvic floor. Exhale, lift up the arches of your feet and hug your inner ankles towards each other. Feel for staying active and lighting up your inner thighs in this pose. Now, if you don't already have a block underneath at least one hand, you'll need one for our next shape, revolved pyramid. Right hand can go on the block on the inside of the left leg, or you can place it outside of the left leg if you'd like. Hook your left thumb into the hip crease. Inhale, reach your ribs forward while maintaining hips level. Exhale, twist from your ribs. If this is comfortable on your shoulder, extend your left arm up. If it's not comfortable, keep your hand on your hip. Inhale, create a little more length and space. Exhale, squeeze in through inner thighs for balance and support. Feel for shining your heart open as you twist. Release your left hand down. Flank stretch. Walk your toes to face towards the right side of the mat. Move your block out of your way. Left hand grabs right ankle, right hand stacks on top, then pull your ribs towards your back leg. Sink the left elbow down. Inhale into your ribs. Exhale, squeeze the right side ribs to open the left side a little more. Inhale into low back and hips. Exhale, lift your right hip to the same height as the left and squeeze through inner ankles. Feel for using your strong legs to keep you stable in the shape. The more stable you are, oftentimes the more steady, easy, and calm you are. Release your hands and walk yourself to face towards the front of the mat. Left knee bends, setting up warrior two legs. Place your left forearm onto your left thigh. Internally rotate your right shoulder and reach right arm behind your back, maybe reaching towards the left hip or grabbing onto a piece of clothing. Wherever you can reach is perfect. Drop your ear towards your shoulder. Inhale, press into the forearm, lift your ribs up. Exhale, find a comfortable position for your neck. Inhale into the right side of your chest. Exhale, soften your neck, soften your shoulders. Feel for connecting the soles of your feet into the earth and using that connection to build more stability so that your neck and your shoulders can relax. Now you may want a strap for this. We'll be moving into a bind. So begin taking the left arm underneath the left leg, right arm behind the back, reach for fingertips. If that's not happening, you can grab onto a strap. Press into your feet, inhale, open up your chest. Exhale, decide where you'd like to look, maybe looking up to challenge your balance or looking down to give yourself more stability. Inhale into your belly. Exhale, press into your strong legs. Now look down, hop your right foot forward, bird of paradise. Press into the right foot, stand on it, and as you rise up, take your left leg with you. You can stay right here with the knee bent, or you can start to extend your left leg if that would feel good. Gaze at one spot, find that solid drishti to help you with your balance. And when you're ready to release, bend the left knee, set your foot down on the ground, and walk right foot back. Rise all the way back up, and we'll come into Imu. Clasp your hands together, staying in warrior two legs. Inhale, lift up your chest, and exhale, fold forward. Fold with your head reaching down between your feet. Inhale into low back. Exhale, hug in your inner leg lines. Inhale into your chest and shoulders. Exhale, squeeze the heels of your hands together. Your elbows may need to bend, that's totally okay. Feel for relaxing your neck and opening up through your hips with strength and integrity. Release your hands down, pigeon twist a foot. Walk your hands back to the top of the mat, right knee down, and cross your left knee, or your left shin rather, across the mat. Sit fully down onto your left hip. Your right leg will probably be bent, that's okay. Grab onto your foot, pull your chest towards your foot, and either stay right here or hook your elbow into the arch of your foot, make a fist, stack the right hand on top, and twist. Inhale into your left hip crease. Exhale, activate your left leg by energetically reaching the thigh bone forward in the direction it's already pointing. Inhale into your right hip. Exhale, maybe play with extending the right knee just a bit if that's comfortable. If it causes any discomfort, let it go. Feel for building strength as you stretch. Unwind out of that. Lunge heel to butt. Lift back up onto your back knee and step your left foot fully onto the ground. Pad your right knee with something. Allow your hips to sink forward, then catch onto the top of the right foot, hugging the heel towards your glute. Inhale, lift up your chest. Exhale, lengthen tailbone down, pull heel towards glute. You can let your hips sink a little more forward to get the weight out of the kneecap and more onto the thigh. Inhale, lift your ribs up. Exhale, hug belly in. Not holding this one for quite as long, go ahead and release. And then we'll make our way into arrow lunge. So you might want your blocks for this as well. Grab your blocks, place them on either side of the left foot, push into the top of your right foot, and lift your knee up. Now make sure, peek back, and make sure that your ankle isn't sickled, but you are reaching straight back. You can stay here on blocks, walk your hands up onto your thigh, or even extend your arms up towards the ceiling. Inhale, lift your ribs up. Exhale, soften your shoulders, maybe bend the left knee another centimeter. Inhale into your hips. Exhale, press into the top of the right foot, maybe finding a little bit of heat, a little bit of shakes. One last breath here. And release your hands back down onto blocks. Lower your right knee down, nomad. Keep pressing into the left toes and allow your hips to come back so you're in more of a hamstring stretch. You can walk your blocks back if you don't need them quite so far, or even lose the blocks if that would feel more comfortable. Press into the big toe mound. Inhale, reach your heart forward. Exhale, pull belly in and fold. Inhale into your hips. Exhale, press down through the left heel and energetically plug the thigh bone back. Feel for activating the back of the left leg. All right, we are ready for our peak. So your peak for today is head to ankle. Walk your left foot out to the left slightly, as though you were going into Maine Coon or lizard lunge. And you have the option to stay right here, or start to tuck your left shoulder underneath your left calf, or maybe even tuck your head underneath your ankle. You can grab onto the ankle, whatever would feel good, and option to stay on the back knee, or tuck the toes under, lift your knee up, and hop your foot in a bit closer. It should be almost like a short warrior one stance, more like a pyramid pose stance. And we'll take a few deep breaths here. Relax your head and neck as much as possible, almost as if you could use the weight of your head to go deeper into the shape. And as you breathe here, notice what emotions, what stuck energy might be coming up for you. If you have some little shakes, embrace those shakes. They are making change happen. When you're ready, release out of that and step back to the top of the mat for the other side. Step your left foot back, head to ankle prep. Begin in warrior two legs, and either set your hands straight down underneath your shoulders, or walk your hands back a bit. Or for stage 3, set your left hand either onto a block or onto the ground next to the left foot, right hand to right thigh close to hip crease. Straighten out your right arm and arc your ribs towards your back leg. Inhale into low back. Exhale, lift your left hip to the same height as the right hip. Inhale into pelvic floor. Exhale, contract the left side body and reach out through your thighs. Feel for creating strength with integrity in the shape. Lounge lunge. Release your hands down, walk them to the top of the mat, or the left side of the mat, and lower your left knee down for lounge lunge. Set your left hand a bit forward of your shoulder and wrap right forearm around the right knee. Let your hips sink forward, then twist your ribs down towards the left arm. Ease your ear to shoulder or chin to chest. Inhale into the left hip. Exhale, lift your belly away from your thigh. Inhale into your left side ribs. Exhale, ease your ribs a little more towards the ground, opening up the side body. Now feel for whether you need to back out of the pose or drop a little deeper in, deciding what is right for you and your body. You're the only one that knows that. Pigeon. Walk your right foot across the mat. Ease your shin bone down. And if your sit bone is lifted at all off the ground, place something underneath it. Take a moment to level out your hips. Then inhale, lift your chest. And exhale, lower down. Let your forehead rest on something, either stacked fists, stacked forearms, or a block. Inhale into your right hip. Exhale, reach your thigh bones in opposite directions. Right thigh reaches forward, left thigh reaches back. Inhale into your shoulders and upper back. Exhale, drop any tension from your neck, shoulders, and jaw. Feel for creating sensation in the hips and in the shoulders that feels really good, which is exactly what you deserve. Lift your chest. Walk your back leg back in and step your right foot fully onto the ground, setting up for easy twisting warrior. Left hand outside of the mat, tuck the back toes under and lift the knee up. You can either keep the heel lifted or ground it down, depending on what feels good on this side. Hook your right thumb into the hip crease and twist your chest open. An option to keep your hand on your hip or extend it up towards the ceiling. Inhale into your low back. Exhale, pull belly in to twist. Inhale into your chest and your shoulders. Exhale, squeeze your shoulder blades together behind your back. Feel for opening up your heart as you twist. Set your right hand onto your thigh, then lift your left hand onto your thigh. Twisting lunge. Hook your left elbow outside of your right thigh, then press the right hand on top of the left. Inhale, telescope your ribs. Exhale, draw belly to spine as you twist. Find a comfortable position for your neck. Inhale into your shoulders. Exhale, ease your shoulder blades down away from your ears. Feel for twisting without too much strain. Place your hands on your thigh, rise up out of that. Hop your back foot in a little closer if you need, then bend your back knee a lot for quad opener. Draw your belly in, tailbone down, and reach arms up. Inhale into pelvic floor. Exhale, press down through both feet, maybe sink another centimeter. Inhale, telescope your ribs up. Exhale, lengthen your tailbone down to neutral, pull belly in. Feel for lighting up your quads. And maybe finding some little shakes. Release your hands down onto the right thigh. Hop your back foot in, pyramid pose. Level out your hips, widen your feet to about hip width distance apart. Hands on the hip crest, then tilt your pelvis forward as you come down into a fold. You can either walk your hands onto the right thigh for a back release variation, or hands on blocks, or hands on the ground. Inhale into your low back. Exhale, pull your belly in to protect your back as you fold. Inhale into your hips. Exhale, squeeze inner leg lines and press down through your feet, maybe even lifting your arches a bit. Feel for staying active through your legs rather than dumping into your joints. Revolved pyramid. Grab onto a block and either place it inside or outside of your leg with the left hand on the block. Hook the right thumb into your right hip crease. Inhale, reach your chest forward. Exhale, pull belly in as you twist. Option to extend the right arm up towards the ceiling. Unless that causes discomfort for your shoulder, then keep it on your hip. Inhale into your upper back. Exhale, squeeze your shoulder blades together to open your chest. Inhale into your pelvic floor. Exhale, engage inner leg lines and lift up your kneecaps to activate your quads. Feel for creating a strong foundation for you to move from. Flank stretch. Release both hands down. Walk your hands to the side of the mat. All 10 toes face forward. Right hand grabs left ankle. Left hand stacks on top. Then pull your ribs towards the right leg. Sink right elbow down. Inhale into your right side body. Exhale, contract the left side ribs to open right side even more. Inhale into your lower back. Exhale, lift up the arches of your feet to engage your inner leg lines. Feel for creating balance and stability in the shape as you open. Release your hands and walk your hands to frame your right foot. Extended warrior variation. Ground your left heel down and rise up like warrior two legs. Place your right forearm onto your right thigh. Internally rotate your left shoulder and reach left arm behind your back, reaching maybe towards the left hip crease. Press into your left forearm. Inhale, lift your ribs up. Exhale, drop your chin to chest or ear to shoulder, whatever would feel most comfortable on your neck. Inhale into low belly. Exhale, pull belly in and lift your ribs up. Inhale into hips. Exhale, reach out through your thighs and engage your back quads by lifting up the left kneecap. Feel for building strength in the shape, knowing where we're going next, which is into the bind. So if you need your strap for the bind, or if you'd like your strap for the bind, go ahead and grab it. Reach the right arm underneath your back, and left arm grabs onto right hand. Lift your ribs away from your thigh. I know it's tempting to dump onto your thigh bone, but we're gonna stay lifted. Maybe gaze up or down, whatever's most comfortable. I will look down because the sun is blinding me. Inhale into your upper back. Exhale, lift your belly away from your thigh. Inhale into your left shoulder, left side chest. Exhale, relax your jaw. Feel for staying strong, even though maybe your leg's a little shaky. Now look down for bird of paradise. Step your left foot forward, stand on your left foot, and take your right leg up with you. Take a moment to find your balance, and then when you're ready, extend your right leg. Breathe deeply and gaze at that one spot, your drishti point. Steady, even pace of breath. And when you're ready, flex your foot, bend your knee, step on the right foot, and step left foot back. Rise all the way back up, still staying in warrior two legs, emu. Clasp your hands together behind your back. Inhale, lift your ribs up. Exhale, dive down, chest lowers down just beneath your hips. Inhale into your shoulders. Exhale, hug the heels of your hands together. Elbows can bend or straighten as long as the heels of the hands are touching. Inhale into hips. Exhale, draw your belly up towards your spine and level out your pelvis. Feel for using your breath to clear away any stuck energy you don't need in the shape. Pigeon twist a foot. Release your back knee down and walk your right foot across. Sit all the way down onto your right hip with your right leg at a 90-degree angle. Back knee can be bent as much as is needed. Grab onto your right foot, pull your heart towards your foot. Either stay here or hook right elbow into the arch of the foot, left hand stacks on top. Inhale into your right hip. Exhale, reach your right thigh bone away, almost like you're tractioning out the hip joint. Inhale into your low back. Exhale, reach your thighs in opposite directions, getting a little bit more active through the lower body. Feel for using that activation in your legs to clear out any junk that you don't need anymore. Old beliefs, bad habits, old patterns. Unwind out of that. Lunge heel to butt. Re-square your hips, ground your back knee down, and walk your right foot forward as much as is needed. Place your right forearm on your right thigh, reach back, left hand to left foot, and hug your heel in towards your glute. Allow your hips to sink forward. Inhale, lift your ribs up. Exhale, pull your belly in towards your spine to deepen the stretch. Inhale into your heart. Exhale, kiss your shoulder blades together behind your back to open your heart. Feel for using the breath to create the kind of openness that you'd like within your heart, within your hips, within your energy. Now release the foot down and grab onto your blocks for arrow lunge. Stay on the top of your back foot and then lift your back knee up. You can stay with hands on blocks, walk your hands up onto your thigh, or extend your arms up. Inhale, telescope your ribs. Exhale, push down into the top of your left foot to help you get a little more height. Inhale into your low belly and hips. Exhale, squeeze in through the inner leg lines and maybe squeeze your left glute for a little more stability. Feel for lighting up your whole body. And release. Hands down. Gently lower your back knee down. Extend your front leg into nomad. Hands can stay on blocks. You can walk them to a lower level or move them out of your way if you don't need them. Inhale, reach your chest forward. Exhale, press down through the ball of your foot, especially the big toe mound. Inhale into your right thigh, sending the breath through the belly into the hip. Exhale, press down through your heel and energetically plug the thigh bone back. Feel for staying energized through the whole leg rather than just softening into it. And we're ready for our peak, head to ankle. Bend your right knee, walk your hands to the inside of your foot, let your hips sink forward just for a moment, and then start to snuggle the right shoulder underneath the right leg. You can stay right here, maybe come down to forearms, maybe even ease your head behind your ankle, and you can also keep the back knee down or tuck the toes under and hop your back foot in. Inhale into hips. Exhale, draw your belly up away from the ground. Inhale into your low back and hips. Exhale, activate down through both feet so you can open up a little bit more. Feel for using the shape and, most importantly, your breath to clear away anything that you don't need. And if you're feeling like you've cleared away a lot, what can you invite in to create your truest, most beautiful life? When you're ready to release, lower the left knee down if it was lifted, and then lie down on your back. Extend your legs and shift your hips over to the left side of the mat for banana pose. Glide your ankles over to the right. Maybe cross left ankle on top of right. Grab onto your elbows or your wrists and arc your upper body over to the right, creating a banana shape. Inhale, wash your breath through the whole left side body. From left underarm through left ribs to left hip. And then take an even deeper inhale. Breathing through the left side body and visualize that breath traveling from the torso all the way down through left ankle and into left elbow. And with every exhale, find something to let go of. Maybe your eyes close, or your jaw relaxes. Uncross your left ankle. Slide your upper body back through center, legs and hips back through center, then scoot your hips to the right, ankles over to the left, and cross right ankle over left. Then move your upper body over to the left. Take a deep, expansive breath into the right side body. And then breathe even deeper into the right side body on your next inhale, this time expanding the breath from the torso into the right elbow and all the way down into the right ankle. And with your next few exhales, focus on letting go of something. Are you still holding onto your jaw? Are you still holding on to judgment? Are you carrying an old belief that is getting in your way? That's stopping you from claiming your most beautiful life? Uncross your right ankle, slide your legs back through center, upper body back through center, and release into your final Shavasana. You can find any support that would feel good, anything that would help you to relax even more. Let your legs open to the sides, palms face up, symbolic of receiving. Close your eyes. And feel your body begin to settle. Any leftover tension melts away. And you're left with this feeling of peace and ease. Claim that feeling for yourself. You can choose to stay here for as long as you'd like. If you'd like to stay a little longer, pause the video. Otherwise, start to deepen your breath. Gently wiggle your fingers and your toes, inviting movement in, maybe making little circles with your wrists and ankles. Take a huge breath in, stretch your arms over your head, point your toes. Exhale, roll over onto one side in the fetal position. Use your arm as a pillow. And then at your own pace, press yourself all the way back up to a comfortable cross-legged seat. Inhale, stretch your arms out and up. Big good morning stretch. Exhale, lower your hands down to your heart and let your eyes close. You deserve all of the beauty and abundance that this life has to offer you. You're deserving of love and of fulfilling your dreams. Don't let yourself be the one who's in your way. Thank you so much for allowing me to guide you through your practice today. My name again is Adriana Lee. I do hope that you enjoyed this. Namaste.